Alright, recording. Okay. Sekali lagi, Assalamualaikum dan selamat pagi. Terima kasih sebab join sesi ini. Alright. So, what is this session is all about? Okay, we're going to discuss the final part of the experiment that you need to submit, which is part C, reaction of alkyl halide. Okay, let me share the screen first. Mana ni? Okay. Okay, this is it. Okay, last time, it's about 2 weeks ago, I guess. Okay. 2 weeks ago, kita dah ada video berkaitan tentang part sini, reaction of alkyl halide. Okay, you may read the precaution steps and all. Okay, effects of structure alkyl halide SN1, SN2, SN1 reaction. SN2, SN1 reaction, effect on solvent polarity, effects concentration of rate of SN2 reaction. Okay, this topic will be discussed in the final chapter and also the final part of the chapter 7, which is alkyl halide. Alright, so roughly, I would like to explain to you guys what is the concept behind this experiment and what you should know, what you should discuss a part of manual yang korang dapat ni. Kalau kita tengok manual yang ada sekarang ni, as you can see, reaction of alkyl halide, there are 3 tables that need to fill up. Alright, the first one, effect of structure of alkyl halide. Second one is effect of solvent polarity. The third one is the effect of the concentration. Alright, yang number 2 perhatikan Yang nombor 1 tu in general, it talks about the SN2 dengan SN1 reaction. Saya highlight kat sini. Okay. Mana ni? Okay. Jadi kat sini SN2 SN1 reaction. Untuk table nombor 2, we talking about the polarity and the solvent polarity. Saya akan sentuh ni sebentar lagi. And then finally we have the effect of concentration on the rate of SN2 reaction. So, okay, what do you need to say about this part of about this part of the experiment? Saya bagi intro dulu. Okay, nak tak setting ni. Please setting color. Kalau macam tak dengar jelas ke apa, tolong bagi tahu Okay. Okay, kita mulakan. So, for this part of experiment, actually it's part of the chapter 7. Okay, chapter 7 is the topic of alkyl halide. So, dalam topik alkyl halide, sebentar. Okay, start now. Okay, dalam topik alkyl halide, okay, there are few reactions, tapi the highlight was the tak fungsi pula pen. Alright. Okay, dalam chapter 7, ada 2 topik. First one is substitution. The other one is elimination. These are the 2 reactions which we heavily discussed in chapter 7. So the idea was, okay, if you have an alkyl halide, in general, I'm going to write it as Rx. Okay, 2 tindak balas ni dia boleh berlaku kata Rx, and the Rx and the alkyl halide, it can be classified as primary, secondary, or tertiary. So the idea is there are 2 possible reactions. It can go to substitution reaction, or it can go to the elimination reaction, and these are the symbols to represent them. Substitution, of course, is going to substitute the S compound. Elimination will cause the formation of C double bond C. So technically the product will be different. Okay, for this one, katalah kita ada nucleophile. So what going to happen is the X will be replaced with NU. Alright, nucleophile ni akan replace yang X ni. Yang ni pula, X ni akan dikeluarkan and then it's going to form a double bond. That is the difference between the substitution and also elimination. However, for this experiment, we're not going to talk about the elimination, we're going to focus on substitution saja. Alright, clear tak part ni? Yang eksperimen sini adalah berkaitan tentang reaction. Reaction apa?
Substitution.
Okay, it will be substitution. Okay, we're going to ignore the elimination first. So you go to the notes, you go to the notes and look for the substitution reaction. So for the substitution reaction, again, it was from alkyl halide. Doesn't matter it is tertiary, secondary or primary, ataupun primary, secondary or tertiary, sama saja. We're going to perform the substitution reaction. Right, in the end, the X will be replaced by the nucleophile that we introduced. So the product will become R and U. And normally the nucleophile, loving nucleus, so it is negatively charged. So kita akan dapat replacement of NU ni plus X yang telah dikeluarkan. Okay, X is the ni lah, it's the halogen group which is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and so on. Okay, the thing is, we're not going to focus on the product sebenarnya. So product dia sama tau, the product dia sama. The X will be replaced by the nucleophile. So dia akan dapat product. What we're going to focus is the path or the route of the reaction. Ada dua. Ada dua. Dia macam ni lah, dia macam ni. Katakanlah kan, you are from your ITM, you're going to head it to, katalah Ipoh. Okay? Ada berapa jalan boleh kita pergi? Dua. Jalan apa?
Highway ataupun jalan biasa.
Okay, highway ataupun jalan biasa lah atau jalan dalaman. Jalan biasa lah. Okay, jalan biasa. Okay, so sama tak macam tidak balas tadi? In order to convert the Rx into the substitution into the substitution product, there are two routes. Alright? So this route is known as SN2 dengan SN1. Alright, SN2 is referring to the, kalau kita nak ni kan, SN ni is referring to nucleophilic substitution. Okay, nucleophilic substitution. Yang 1 dengan 2 ni adalah sama ada. Kalau 2 is what we call as bimolecular, yang 1 adalah unimolecular. So again, I would like to highlight that we are focusing on the substitution reaction. We want to study jalan mana diorang pilih, sama ada SN1 ataupun SN2. Masing-masing bergantung pada faktor lah. For instance, kalau saya jadi kan, macam saya bagi contoh ni tadi kan, let's say you are starting from your ITM, alright, and then you know that dekat highway ni ada roadblock. Okay, jalan mana korang akan pilih? Highway ke jalan biasa?
Kereta api.
Kau ni tak menjawab soalan kan?
Jalan biasa.
Jalan biasa.
Okay, technically. Kenapa korang ikut jalan biasa? Ada buat salah ke? Tapi tak ada masalah lah. You just want to avoid lah. You just want to avoid confrontation. Korang ikut jalan biasa. Okay, tapi fikir balik. Okay, let's say Kan? Korang ada kereta BMW. Alright, roadblock tak ada. Highway dengan jalan biasa. Which one will you choose?
Highway.
Korang
Highway.
pakai highway. Pasal, biasanya kalau BMW pasal boleh bawa laju semua kan. Kalau bawa kancil pun boleh bawa laju juga. Tapi you have BMW, perhaps you are going to choose the highway because it's much more faster. Alright? Kalau korang bawa kancil, korang prefer highway ke jalan biasa?
Highway juga.
Highway juga.
Highway.
Nanti asyik kena potongnya semua, tak apa ke? Okay, tapi the idea that we're going to go to highway lah. Tapi technically kan, kalau korang rasa segan, korang bawa kancil kan, masuklah jalan biasa. Alright, so sekarang ni, dia juga bergantung kepada jenis kereta yang korang pakai and also the condition of the route, whether there is a police or not. Katakanlah you are driving a BMW and lalu tu jalan biasa ni ada tanah runtuh. Alright, most probably you're going to use highway as your option lah untuk pergi ke Ipoh. My question is, sama ada anda naik BMW atau kancil ataupun ada tanah runtuh ke atau tak ada tanah runtuh, are you heading for the same destination or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Doesn't matter lambat atau cepat, yang penting korang akan sampai Ipoh. That's why I'm highlighting earlier kan, we are not focusing on the destination. We are discussing on the route that we are choosing. Alright, that's the idea of the part of the yang part C experiment ni. We want to study which route that they prefer. It all depends on few factors. Some of the factors is already listed below. First one is the type of alkyl halide. Ni macam jenis kereta tadi lah. Are you using kancil? Are you using BMW? This will be affecting your choice of jalan mana korang pilih tadi. Okay? And another case tadi untuk SN1, SN2 tu kan. So we're going to study the solvent and also the concentration of nucleophile. Okay, ni faktor ni lah yang tanah runtuh semua ni tadi. Tanah runtuh ke, roadblock police ke apa semua kan. Okay, itu yang kita akan study. So it's going to affect, okay, our option kita nak pilih. Either we're going to go to the highway ataupun kita akan pakai jalan dalam. So that is the idea of the third experiment ni. Alright, the alkyl halides. Okay, so I'm going to show you back again. Yang ni tadi, yang slide menu tadi. So as you can see here, this is what your experiment is all about. We're going to study contohnya pertama, effect of structure of alkyl halide, rate of SN2 and SN1 reaction. For this reaction, you're going to determine tindak balas mana yang berlaku dengan lebih cepat. Right? You are given these three components, 1 bromobutane, 2 bromobutane, also 2 bromo to methylpropane. Alright? Each one of these representing primary, secondary, or tertiary alkyl halide respectively. Okay, the first task is you need to understand satu bromobutane ni apa? Primary ke secondary atau tertiary? 2 bromobutane ni apa? Primary, secondary, or tertiary? 2 bromo to methylpropane ni apa? Macam tu lah. Okay, is it primary, secondary, or tertiary alkyl halide? Because we want to study the effect structure of alkyl halide. Okay, sebagai contoh, adakah 1 bromobutane prefer SN2 ataupun prefer SN1? Okay, adakah 2 bromobutane prefer SN2 ke atau prefer SN1? Adakah tertiary akan prefer SN2 dengan ataupun SN1? How do you know whether it's prefer or not preferring such reaction? Senang saja. Alright, it depends on what we call as time taken to form precipitate. Right? I highlighted this time taken. Okay. If you refer to the video, kan, mungkin ada video tak tunjuk lah. Ada video tu dia macam skip pasal dia ambil masa untuk tukarkan colorless tu jadi white precipitate. White precipitate or silver precipitate. Tengok. Kalau jadi white precipitate tu maksudnya tidak balas telah berlaku. So the keyword is the time taken. Kalau dia lagi cepat, let's say 1 bromobutane. 1 bromobutane. Alright, katalah untuk SN1 dia bertindak balas selama 30 saat untuk berubah. Kalau SN2 dia ambil masa 1 minit. Okay, can anyone tell me dia prefer SN1 ke SN2 kalau 1 bromobutane?
SN1.
SN1.
Kenapa dia
SN1.
prefer?
SN1.
Okay, kenapa dia prefer SN1?
Sebab lagi cepat.
Time taken dia
Time
lagi
taken.
cepat.
Dia lagi cepat reaction dia.
Lagi laju.
Okay, thank you. Pasal dia lagi laju. That will be it. Okay, ni bukan jawapan ni bukan jawapan might want to check with the notes later on. So the idea is you're going to study which alkyl halide will prefer tindak balas yang mana satu. Adakah dia akan lalu highway ataupun dia akan lalu jalan dalam. It all depends. First factor is the type of alkyl halide. Alright, antara ni sama ada primary, secondary, tertiary. Okay, don't prefer yang mana satu. Either SN1 ataupun SN2. Okay, this is based on the time taken. Okay, settle yang pertama. Yang kedua tadi pasal apa? Dia kata effect of what?
Polarity.
Effects of polarity. Okay, thank you. For effect of polarity, okay, for the effect of polarity, okay, there are two kind of solvent. The first one is what we call as protic. The other one is what we call as aprotic. Okay, beza ada E dengan E, tak ada A saja. Okay, korang kena tahu what is this. Okay, protic dengan aprotic. Because in general, you should know that for any SN1 reaction, it will be faster in protic solvent and SN2 will be faster in aprotic solvent. So to know this, first and foremost, you need to understand what is protic, what is aprotic, and then you're going to compare theoretically and also experimentally and tindak balas mana yang prefer SN1 dengan SN2. Tapi saya dah bagi dah idea kat sini, SN1 will prefer protic solvent such as, SN2 will prefer a protic solvent such as. These are the info that you need to look for. Okay, if you are given any kind of alkylide, you should realize that, okay, adakah dia akan prefer SN1 ataupun prefer SN2. Okay, ini for polarity. The third one will be
Concentration.
the concentration. Okay, this is referring to the concentration of the nucleophile. Okay, because you should know that SN2 it affected by the nucleophile. So kalau macam nucleophile tinggi, rate akan jadi tinggi. For SN1, sama ada nucleophile tinggi ataupun nucleophile rendah, the rate will be the same. For this one, what you need to know is, you need to know what is the difference between the rate of reaction for SN1 dengan SN2. Okay, all of this I highlighted, all the things that you need to include in your discussion. To explain the observation, you need to explain, macam tadilah, kalau macam polarity, kena tahu protic apa, aprotic apa, okay, siapa yang akan dipengaruhi. Macam for concentration ni, you should know that which reaction yang apa tu affected by the nucleophile. Okay, I already said that it is SN2. Okay, ni fakta. SN1 does not affected by the nucleophile. Okay, sama ada nucleophile tu tinggi atau rendah, rate of the reaction dia pun adalah sama sahaja. Alright, these are the things that you need to focus on in your discussion. Okay, you also need to include any chemical reaction which associate with the discussion. So far, ada apa soalan tak untuk yang ni? Ada apa soalan tak?
Setakat ni tak ada. Cuba untuk faham.
Tak ada, sir.
Sebab inilah folders yang dia nak buat apa ni semua kan. Please review back please review back your apa tu, your discussion semua. As you can see here, one bromobutane. Okay, actually what you need to do is you need to write down the observation. For instance, alkyl like one bromobutane, SN2, so the iodine and acetone. The clear solution turns into what precipitate. Okay. Satu lagi saya tak sebut apa dia. The clear solution turns to what precipitate. Satu lagi saya kena mention apa?
Time taken.
Yes, the time taken. Okay, in how many seconds? Alright, how many seconds ke, how many minutes ke? Korang boleh agak-agak lah, agak-agak. Pasal apa nanti you tengok, one bromobutane ni dia prefer SN2 ke SN1, macam tu. Jadi kalau korang rasa dia dalam SN2, masa dia kena lebih cepat lah berbanding dengan SN1. Yang katalah tu bromo to methylpropane, dia prefer dan SN1 dia laju. Jadi korang kena letaklah masa SN1 ni lagi laju berbanding dengan SN2. Alright, that's the idea lah of this discussion. As you can see here, observation consists of precipitate and also the time taken. Effect of concentration bersama, you need to put the precipitate and also the time taken. Okay, you need to mention what is the changes and also the time taken to complete the transformation of the reactions. Dalam discussion, perlu ada chemical equation. Okay, that's the highlight of the topic. So you need to include all the equation inside the discussion. So far, clear tak semua?
Clear, sir?
Clear, sir.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, therefore, that's all for our session today. Okay, I would like to highlight the ni lah, the apa tu, what you need to do for your part C ni. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys, that's it for our session. Is there any question related to this topic?
Sir, lab report ni kena submit minggu ni.
Minggu depan.
Alright.
Dia sebenarnya macam ni, dia sebenarnya minggu berapa hari tu? Sepatutnya bukan minggu ni lah, sepatutnya minggu depan kot. Jadi apa tu, so buat minggu depan lah. The format and actually I already have the video. So sekarang ni you need to watch all the explanation for previous part. Okay, make sure you fulfill everything. And then sekejap lagi saya akan kongsikan satu link tentang the lab report that you need to submit. Okay, so again I would like to highlight that your task is individual. For the lab report, it's individual.